This speech literally changed my perspective on my purpose. This is the speech by Denzel Washington. Everybody knows Denzel. He's one of the best male actors in the industry, and he really moved me and the crowd with this speech. And the message was so basic, but it really hit home. Let's check it out together.
Number one, put God first. Put God first in everything you do. Everything that you think you see in me, everything that I've accomplished, everything that you think I have, and I have a few things, everything that I have is by the grace of God. Understand that. It's a gift. 40 years ago, March 27th, 1975, it was 40 years ago, just this past March, I was flunking out of college. I had a 1.7 grade point average. I hope none of you can relate. I had a 1.7 grade point average. I was sitting in my mother's beauty shop. They still call it beauty shops now? What they call it now? Yeah, I was sitting in the beauty parlor. I was sitting in my mother's beauty parlor, and I'm looking in the mirror, and I see behind me this woman under the dryer. And every time I looked up, she was looking at me, just looking me in the eye. I didn't know who she was, and I said, she said, somebody give me a pen, give me a pencil. I have a prophecy. March 27, 1975. She said, boy, you are going to travel the world and speak to millions of people. Now, mind you, I flunked out of college. I'm thinking about joining the army. I didn't know what I was going to do, and she's telling me I'm going to travel the world and speak to millions of people. Well, I have traveled the world, and I have spoke to millions of people. But that's not the most important thing, the success that I had. The most important thing is that what she taught me and what she told me that day has stayed with me since.
And it's something how someone can speak life into you even when you're at your lowest. So that's the power of people. You can be a blessing to someone by speaking life and accomplishments on people. I do it all the time. I always big up the people I'm around. Sometimes people think I'm just over sarcastic, but I like to empower people. And that is exactly what I do with this channel. And that's what this lady was doing to Denzel, empowering him through words. She was speaking over him, almost like casting a spell of empowerment on him. That is the power of words.
I've been protected. I've been directed. I've been corrected. I've kept God in my life, and it's kept me humble. I didn't always stick with him, but he always stuck with me. So stick with him in everything you do. If you think you want to do what you think I've done, then do what I've done and stick with God. Number two, fail big. That's right. Fail big. Today is the beginning of the rest of your life, and it can be very frightening. It's a new world out there. It's a mean world out there, and you only live once. So do what you feel passionate about. Take chances professionally. Don't be afraid to fail. There's an old IQ test, was 9 dots, and you had to draw 5 lines with a pencil within these 9 dots without lifting the pencil. The only way to do it was to go outside the box. So don't be afraid to go outside the box. Don't be afraid to think outside the box. Don't be afraid to fail big, to dream big. But remember, dreams without goals are just dreams, and they ultimately fuel disappointment. So have dreams, but have goals. Life goals, yearly goals, monthly goals, daily goals. I try to give myself a goal every day. Sometimes it's just to not curse somebody out. Simple goals, but have goals.
Before we get too far, I don't want to skip the fact that he said, You have to fail big. You have to fail big. I try a lot of different things. I try what moves me, what I feel in my spirit I should do. I try it out, test it out. If it doesn't work, I keep moving. But I know that I did that for a reason, and the things that I learned from whatever I just tried, I can take that knowledge and experience with me. So you have to fail in order to learn. I love what he says about that. And don't forget those goals. You have to have goals. If you don't have goals, you don't know where you're going. If you don't have goals, you don't know if you're hitting that mark, if you're performing below, or if you're above it. Maybe your goal is too low. You need to put it up high. You have to have those goals. So everything he's saying right here is resonating with me.
And understand that to achieve these goals,
there we go.
You must apply discipline.
Yes, sir.
And consistency. In order to achieve your goals, you must apply discipline, which you have already done, and consistency every day, not just on Tuesday and miss a few days. You have to work at it.
Every day.
Every day. You have to plan. Every day. You've heard the saying, we don't plan to fail, we fail to plan. Hard work works. Working really hard is what successful people do. And in this text, tweet, twerk world that you've grown up in, remember, just because you're doing a lot more doesn't mean you're getting a lot more done. Remember that. Just because you're doing a lot more doesn't mean you're getting a lot more done. Don't confuse movement with progress. My mother told me, she said, yeah, because you can run in place all the time and never get anywhere. So continue to strive, continue to have goals, continue to progress. Number 3, you'll never see a U-Haul behind a hearse. I'll say it again. You'll never see a U-Haul behind a hearse. I don't care how much money you make, you can't take it with you. And it's not how much you have. It's what you do with what you have. We all have different talents. Some of you will be doctors, some lawyers, some scientists, some educators, some nurses, some teachers. Yeah, okay. Some preachers. The most selfish thing you can do in this world is help someone else. Why is it selfish? Because the gratification, the goodness that comes to you, the good feeling that I get from helping others, nothing's better than that. Not jewelry, not big house I have, not the cars, but it's the joy. That's where the joy is in helping others. That's where the success is. Finally, I pray that you put your slippers way under the bed tonight so that when you wake up in the morning, you have to get on your knees to reach them. And while you're down there, say thank you for grace. Thank you for mercy. Thank you for understanding. Thank you for wisdom. Thank you for parents. Thank you for love. Thank you for kindness. Thank you for humility. Thank you for peace. Thank you for prosperity. Say thank you in advance for what's already yours. It's how I live my life. That's why I am, one of the reasons why I am today. Say thank you in advance for what is already yours. True desire in the heart for anything good is God's proof to you sent beforehand to indicate that it's yours already. I'll say it again. True desire in the heart, that itch that you have, whatever it is you want to do, that thing that you want to do to help others and to grow and to make money, that desire, that itch, that's God's proof to you, sent beforehand already to indicate that it's yours. And anything you want good, you can have. So claim it. Work hard to get it. When you get it, reach back. Pull someone else up. Each one, teach one. Don't just aspire to make a living. Aspire to make a difference.
So that was a powerful speech by Denzel Washington. And if it touched you like it touched me, comment breakthrough down below. I love what Denzel said. He specifically says you got to put God first in everything you do, in everything that you want, all those dreams that you want, that money that you want. It's already yours. That itch that you feel, the itch you feel, that's God telling you that it's yours. You just have to have the discipline, the consistency to go get it. I was watching a movie clip and it was Morgan Freeman playing God. And he was like, does God just give things to people when they say they want it or when they pray for it? Or does he give them the opportunity to go get it and see if they put forth the effort? So that itch that you feel, that's God saying that it's yours, and he's going to put opportunities in your path as long as you keep going forward. Even if it feels like you hitting a brick wall, if you go through that trial, it's going to make you stronger. It's going to build your faith and, build you up to reach new heights once you come through that challenge. So make sure that you keep the faith, stay strong, and go get what you deserve. But remember to put God first so you also can get your piece of the pie. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.